What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 28 of my Total Warhammer 3 Kairos Fateweaver Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Kairos has taken Khemri after the foolish, Khemri, declared war on us. Cetra, you've made a pretty big mistake here because our territory sort of engulfs half of yours and splits it in half, which feels like a major issue. Of course, if you had a bunch of armies surrounding our territories, that would be better, but you don't. And on top of that, you're embroiled in a war with the followers of Nagash as well. It did, however, deprive us of the ability to free take Kasabar via transfer settlement, but we could always transfer another settlement from some other faction, so I'm annoyed, but it's not that big of a deal. Now, Black Pyramid of Nagash, you are liable to get attacked by Cetra next turn, so we should probably get a temporary lord here just in case, and what we could do is, for example... Oh. There's a Disciplined Herald of Tzeentch here, that's actually nice. But the question is, I mean, we could get Laurus for free. Laurus for free. Or in the alternative... So here's what I'm thinking here. If we were to... Oh, Vindex, yes. You have straw, but you have Grimsbane. I don't want to waste Grimsbane. I was thinking maybe we could swap you out. I'm also thinking we should get a lord that reduces recruitment costs so that we can use him to then retrofit a few of our armies, as a few of our armies would probably like a retrofit. The question is there a useful lord to do so with? I mean, you're a Lord of Tzeentch unit. Although I'm kind of liking... Oh, no, these guys have terrible upgrades, but they'd swap if they became Demon Princes. Scaled Skin and Iron Skin are both great, but once again, if you become a Demon Prince, then this is all useless. I'd really want this Disciplined guy, but then... just to double-check the skill tree here. If we were to go into Serve or Die to get that 15% recruitment cost reduction, which to be fair ain't that much, we'd have to skip out on either Arch Manipulator or, well, I don't care about Despoil, so basically just skip out on Arch Manipulator. Is that a big deal? It's probably not that big of a deal, is it? Yeah, and especially if we eventually level you up into a Lord of Change. Alright, fine. Fine, that's what we'll do then. Blackbird of Nagash, we'll start with you. Voljack's Fate Master, although I'm personally liking the Sorcerer Lords much more than I'm liking the Lord of Change Lords, mostly because the Demon Prince seems better than the Exalted Lord of Change, and on top of that, this line seems better for, infantry, or considerably better for infantry. Not so much better for Pink Horrors, though, but, it is what it is. Now, you have melee attack and blah blah blah, so let's go Root Marcher, let's get your Serve or Die. And let's get 2 points into Searing Doom, because, well, if Cetra attacks, then we will need it. And we could get Glittering Robe, we could get Inspiring Presence. Ooh, but Draft Master. Let's see, Called by Change is upkeep reduction. I don't care about the rest of this, but Draft Master I kind of do care about if we're going to recruit stuff with you. Let's get Arch Manipulator, and then Draft Master, and then put 1 point into... I guess Metal Shifting. I wouldn't waste mana on any of these other spells when Metal Shifting is, or when Searing Doom is available. It's just better. So yeah, let's go Metal Shifting, and then you can hopefully defend here with the Garrison. I mean, he has a full stack, but most likely he'll siege, and if he sieges, then Kairos will kill him anyway, and this whole thing will be irrelevant. Also, this will help us recruit a bunch of stuff, both for Kairos as well as other units. Or other armies, rather. Alrighty, so you're looking good. And then there is this potential ambush up here against Wurzag. Well, I guess we can just end the turn and find out if it works, because there's nothing else to do. I actually spent a little bit of time between the episodes building some buildings. Not all of them, of course, but, some. Let's build you while we're at it. And spent most of our money. Of course, I had to leave some for the episode, but I think we're good. Let's end the turn, and let's proceed here. Alrighty, Ally mobilizes, great. I believe the Bloody Hands and Wurzag are somewhere in the middle of this, so we should wait until like 50 or something. Alright, come on now. Oh, no, it's a little bit closer, it's at 35. And, okay, well, either our ambush failed or Wurzag did not go for us. I wonder where he went then. Damn, well, that's a little bit disappointing. Oh well. Where'd you go, Wurzag? Ah, he is going to try to retake Galbaraz, or trying to do something else that we can't tell. Ooh. Cultist is done, which means Exalted Locus of Conjuration, finally. On the way to it, though it'll take 4 turns, it ain't so bad. Now, Winds of Magic Manipulation. Let's double check you. I feel like I haven't checked this in like a turn or two. I guess it doesn't matter because we're good. Oh, I guess the ambush succeeded. Which is great, minus the fact that Wurzag... Huh. Now that's a question. Alright, Garrulus, move down here, I guess. And then go back into ambush. I doubt that they'll siege Galbaraz. I'm 90% sure they'll most likely try to just immediately attack it. But we shall see. Either way... Oh man, they could take the Sunken Kernarch. Kernarch? Whatever. I was going to sack Ogrul Migdal and then move Iber up there. I wonder how much damage we'd take if we attack this. They do have a decent amount of troops. We could ignore it outright. Or we could fight it. And then start moving upwards towards Galbaraz. There's a lot of orcs to kill. Kind of disappointed that they didn't fall for the ambush, but what can you do? And, what the heck? Oh! Cetra ran away. You coward, Cetra. Come back here and let Kairos kill you. You, Voljax, move past Kairos like 2 birds in the night. There you go. And swap out to Khemri. Alrighty, and then Kairos, you can take Black Tower of Arcan, which is the frickin' territory that we wanted to swap out for ourselves. And now what I want you to do is to start recruiting Exalted Pink Horrors. That tier 3 as well. Nice. Kairos needs 5, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all getting replaced by Lords of Change. These by Exalted Pink Horrors. You by a Iridescent Horror. You by a Exalted Flamer. And then we'll have room for 2 more units. Either a Sorcerer and another Exalted Pink Horror, or maybe to continue the range, the addition of... Ooh, we could do 2 more Burning Chariots, like flying Burning Chariots. Or we could do a couple of Soul Grinders. I like the idea of making this army really obnoxiously fiery. You know, I'll think about it. We'll see. We'll see. Also, there was something else that we wanted to do here, which is you, Aquila, and you, Fire. You guys need... Something needs to happen here. Wait, what? Wait, what? What the heck? What the heck just happened to his movements? What? Why did it get halved? What the heck happened there? That was so weird. Okay, well, I don't like that, whatever it was. Oh well, you gotta go retrofit, so move out of here. And Aquila, you're gonna join him right now, which means we're gonna move Adamentus out. Why? Because Aquila has Keymaster and Adamentus does not. Plus, on top of that, Aquila is a Lure of Metal, whereas Fire is obviously a Lure of Tzeentch. And if we may want to get Adamentus back into this army, or maybe a different army. We'll see about that one. We actually have to decide whether we may want to actually build a temporary army here, just to not waste the movement and the turns. We do have money, so we may want to do it that way. Also, you... siege for at least 1 more turn. And then Ludred, you're stuck for at least 1 more turn yourself, but that's fine. Alrighty, Voljax. As I said, you need at least 5 of these, so let's start building those. Too bad we can't build Chosen here, but I'm not going to global recruit Chosen because it's just too expensive. Although we do want to get some in Iber's army, as well as a bunch of other stuff, but we'll get to it. There's a lot of retrofitting to do. Now, Khemri, you need walls immediately, obviously. And you know what? Let's delete the blue bonfire. I know, but let's just delete it for now. And we'll figure it out. Although, how close is Garrulus? I did potentially want to get Garrulus at least a couple flamers. You know what we could do? We could, for example, build the flamers first. How much would they cost? We could have the cost here. Alright, fine. Build 2 flamers, and then build 3 more of these afterwards. That's as good as it's getting. And then we could delete that thing afterwards. And then those 2 flamers are gonna go to Garrulus to help him out. Honestly, he probably wants to get some more spawn in here as well. Yeah, let's get him some spawn. And, oh, these take 2 turns as well. Yeah, there we go. That'll help out with the retrofit. And in fact, while we're looking at this, is there anything else that we want to build here? Well, you guys are going to get replaced by Chosen. We can't do that right now. You will get replaced by Spawn, and then 2 of you will either get replaced by Flamers or 2 of you, but we probably want to keep a decent amount of Forsaken. Honestly, maybe the Flamers aren't super necessary in this army. Although they are quite good. Nah, we should probably get at least 2. We'll see. Anti-large is still a massive issue in that army, but I'm not entirely sure how to solve it as yet. Anyway, Eckhart Volkman, you're still moving up here. And Ludred, you're stuck, obviously. Vindex is stuck. Iber is not stuck. And Kairos is moved. Alrighty, which means Iber, it's time for you to attack. And now, can we auto-resolve this? The army itself is pretty garbage. But, I think we have to manually fight this. Alright, fine. We'll manually fight this real quick. Or as quick as I can manage, anyway. Get you the Lichbone Pennant. Let's get the Rampager Standard on you. And that's about it. Yeah, this army's gonna get completely... It's gonna become completely different afterwards. Actually, let's put this on one of you instead. Alrighty, let's fight this real quick. And we're gonna sack it, and then we're gonna move northward to fight the Bloody Hands. There's so damn many armies out there. We gotta check who has killed Wurzag. I also don't remember the Wurzag defeat trait. Kairos has personally killed Wurzag, so we should double check what that is, and then see who here will benefit the most from defeating him. I don't think Iber has, but I could be wrong. Also, since there's no Thorak here, we don't have to be worried about Cladbrakak just destroying us with its melee destroying capabilities. So this should be a lot easier than, you know, if Thorak wasn't here. Or if Thorak was here, rather. Alrighty, start deployment, and yeah, we can more or less just deploy in the same area, so let's get you 2 here. Hey. There you go. Why did that have to be so difficult? And then you go here, and then you guys... I don't like so. Honestly, the deployment doesn't really matter all that much. And I guess we could attack there as well, but meh.
Warriors of Tzeentch!
Let's instead move a couple horsemen here, and a couple horsemen... I don't know. Let's say... Oh, we can't deploy here. Yeah, my bad. My bad. We can get a couple horsemen here, or even here. Although I suppose if enemies try to trap us out, we could just run off the field there. And then you guys can stay with the rest of the army. Like so. And then you guys can just join the rest of the army. There we go. Probably overthinking this anyway. Alrighty, you move forward, and flyers go towards the tower. Everybody else move it up. Like... so, ultimately it won't matter how you move it up. And then you guys here, and let's maybe move 1 unit of pink horrors out there as well. Alright, you guys come in and reinforce. You get ready to cast some spells. You get ready to cast some spells yourself, right there, for example. Probably not going to do a crazy amount of damage, but it'll be something. I might as well use that Power Stone while you're here. There we go. Don't move away from those enemies, and get some blue fires in there as well. Alright, pink horrors, you should be in range and using your spells, and have the enemy done anything to combat our piles of horsemen? Does not look like it. Alrighty, well, we might as well capture all the locations we can so that they can't use their towers. Alright, looking good. How's that tower looking out? It's actually damaging our poor little screamers. Poor little mantas. Come on, it's so mean. And hey, there's another tower out here. Go kill that as well. You. How are we doing out here? Move you up. Closer. Closer. You move up so that you can use your range attacks. You move up here. Hey, did I not say go here? Like so, and like so. Alright, looks good to me. And our pink horrors are firing, and the AI does not appear to know what to do about it. Tremendously unfortunate for said AI, and aha! It might be stuck. Well then. I feel like this faction is broken. I mean, this is the second time this has happened, isn't it? Where they've gone kind of screwy like this. I mean, we were just going to try to auto-resolve this anyway normally, so I don't think this is a big deal. It's just going to make this battle go by a little bit faster. Kind of weird, but whatever. Alright, you guys go out here, and you know what? If they're not going to try to capture stuff, you go here, and you go here. Or if they're not going to try to properly hold. And there's a giant pile of miners out there. Yeah, it looks like the faction, or the enemy AI is broken. Alright, well that means we can speed it up because we're not worried about our units dying. And the enemy will die. Oh, these guys almost charged there. Isn't that cute? No, they're actually charging. I thought that they weren't actually capable of doing so. Are these guys gonna charge? No, they're just gonna take more hits. Okay, well. Now let's go over here and kill those miners then. Somebody take this out of context. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't realize there were units there, my bad. I thought this was empty. Oh, no. Okay, you know what we can do? We can take you. We can have you cast a spell at these guys. We can have you cast a spell at somebody, anybody right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Cast it. Oh, you poor horseman.
Marauders of Tzeentch!
And then do this right here. Hopefully these guys don't move, although they very well might. Yeah, that did not quite work like I wanted it to. Also, Screamers, go out here. And you poor horseman. Yeah, those guys are gonna get hurt. You, go and pop your spell right here on the miners. And then you can overcast your own spell on top of those miners as well. And there we go. And how are these units? Ah, look, they're gonna charge. We might as well watch them die then. Their minds may have been addled by Tzeentch, but we can at least give them the honor of watching them die. Why did you turn around? You're getting hit in the back by axes, dude. Chaos Warrior, what are you doing? Alright, the Dwarves' minds are not the only minds who have been addled here. Alrighty, and let's see. Have these guys won as well? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, Screamers, you're doing okay. And, oh, there's another pile of units here. And there's a lot more of them than I had originally anticipated. And the miners aren't even chucking their blasting charges at us. They're just standing there. Very weird. You know, well. I know it's kind of annoying to take advantage of this, but, I mean, what are we supposed to do? Just get our units killed because, just to be nice? I mean, I actually might do that in some situations, but not where the enemy has no chance, and where I would have auto-resolved this anyway. Miner, or Screamers, go here. You guys, tech this tower. Alright, these guys look to be pretty much done. Let's move you guys forward like... What the heck is this? Yeah, like so then. And then Pincora's behind them, like so. We're looking good here as well. And you, drop some more spells right there. You, go find the big blob over there and start dropping spells on those. Looks like the Screamers are good. And the horses, well, we can't move in there because the enemies are ranged. Alright, what we can do though is start dropping spells on these guys then. And you guys can move in as well. Hey. How dare you? How dare you actually do things? Okay, attack, and speed it back up. We got proper battles to find, where the AI is ideally not super broken. And get you one of these right there. And whoa, you're gonna take damage if we keep it at max speed like this. Damn, I wanted these crawlers out of the way so that we could then... Yeah, just move. Move out of their range at the least. Oh, and the vortex spell's gonna move away, but what can you do? Drop this right there, and oh well, we do have another Storm of Fire available. Oh, they're actually gonna move this time. Oh, okay, so these guys aren't actually broken. Good, let's go actually fight them then. Screamers here, Pink Horrors here. Pile of units. You're actually probably good where you are. Oh, you're gonna run out of mana though, and then these guys might. Huh. I wonder if they can chuck charges while you guys are on the bridge. Do we want to test the theory and potentially suffer a huge amount of damage? Maybe not. Let's have our Lord go deal with them then. So I'd really love to make some good use out of these guys, but oh, you know what? Right here. Maybe you could chuck some of your spears or your javelins down here then. And looking good to me. You guys are, well, let me just keep fighting. And what the heck are these guys doing? Well, whatever they're doing, they're about to get hit with a metal storm there. I wonder how much damage that does to the building. Oh, not bad, about half damage. I think that's pretty damn good. Alrighty, you, switch out to you guys. Ready to charge. Oh, in fact, you know what? Attack these miners. And you, blue fire's right there. Oh, that's not gonna hit anything, is it? And then you guys move forward. I'd love to speed this up, but you know what? Iber, you can... Oh. Look who it is. That's a bunch of quarrelers. let's move you guys out here. You do have your barriers. It's not going to be great, but it'll be something. And Iber can kill those miners without too much trouble. And it looks like these guys are actually going to be fighting, but then we can just pop a couple Searing Dooms on them, and then they're going to be in trouble. Alright, beautiful. And kill those units. You're about to lose your barriers real quick at this rate, but the Quarrelers should die fairly quick themselves. We could use this here. Alright, forward, 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 and hit him again. Yeah, you guys, back off. And how are we doing back here? Alright, how's Iber doing? It looks like the miners aren't even trying to use their abilities. Let's not have them attack the pink horrors, though. And let's have you pop another one of these. I'd really love to speed this up, but once again, if the point here is to not lose too many units, we should try to avoid actually losing too many units. Alright, you guys go cap this. And how are you guys doing? Man, you take 8 years to kill a single damaged unit of Quarrelers? Damn. And I know the Quarrelers are pretty okay, but still, damn. I mean, I get that these are skirmisher cav, but still, damn. They did outnumber them pretty significantly after all. Can you go do this? Thank you. And you know what, let's move you guys out. I don't like the idea of you taking any more damage. Not that you're going to be super necessary in the next battle or anything, mind you, but nonetheless. Alrighty, and as soon as that metal drops, don't drop it on yourself, please. And don't clip our own units. And is there any more towers up? No, we're looking good. Alrighty. Iber. Alright, you've used your spell. Go kill that Master Engineer over there, would you? Alright, and speed it back up in a few seconds. I want to make sure that this tower dies as well. Oh, what do you mean you can't attack it? Oh, it's because you're in melee mode. Yeah, fair enough. Kill Master Engineer, please. Use some blue fires first. There you go. I'm actually shocked that the entire enemy army has not routed yet. Attack this. Go for barrier. Attack, attack, attack. And some of the enemy units are coming back. Whoa, these are miners. Let's just destroy those. Alright, go capture, go capture. And yeah, you kill that enemy Master Engineer. Kill tower. Speed it back up. Alright, you guys give chase, but not all of you. The rest of you go cap this. You know what? You go cap this as well. You move forward, you guys move forward. Ah, there we go. That took way too long. I wonder how much damage we would have taken in the battle. Did it say medium casualties, though? Yeah, it would take too long for Iber to heal. He heals fairly slowly. Unless we heal on our own territory, which we wouldn't be doing here because we're going to sack the place. And then, yeah, this was necessary. It was necessary. We'll try to find a proper battle, though, where the AI isn't broken. Or where Tzeentch doesn't, you know, addle their minds and make it too easy for us. Which seems suspicious, because it doesn't seem in Tzeentch's nature. Anyway, sack the place. And there we go. Leadership, War Banner, a Tzeentchian Familiar, that's something. Income from sacking settlements plus 10 out of a Conspiracy Theorist. And I think you would probably get the most use out of... Oh, wow. You already have a Tzeentchian Familiar. Okie dokie. Do you have a Tzeentchian Familiar? You have a Mythomaniac, you have an Agent of Change, you have a Razor Standard Rampager, Scarecrow Banner. All of which are okay, but the Scarecrow Banner is a mess. So ancillaries, let's swap you out to Tzeentchian Familiar. Although, wait, we could just put that on a hero, can't we? Huh, I do wonder, does the hero's campaign line of sight, is it considered when they're in an army, or is it only the lords? I don't know, but at some point perhaps we will find out. On the other hand, at some point perhaps we will not. Let's see. Voljax, you're building units now. Vindex, you're good for at least another turn. If we're going to summon another Templord to swap around some of your stuff, we might as well do so right now. So, you... You know what, maybe we don't want to waste those. Let's summon Larus and then delete Larus afterwards. And yeah, this will not be at cost reduction because you have no cost reductions, but whatever. Not a big deal. Now, what do we want to get in this army? Fire. At least a couple flamers, which you can't actually build here. You'll have to... Yeah, that's fine though. Then we have Chaos Knights of various varieties. We should probably get a couple in here. Nah, it'll take 2 turns anyway. And lances are probably not necessary. We need the staying power, to be perfectly honest, against the lizards more than we need the lances. And we do have the Chaos Chariots. We're keeping the Poison Winds. We'll get 4 units in here, which will either swap these guys out or the Pink Horrors, but I'm disinclined to have no Horrors in here because you have so many Horror buffs via Cursed Horrors. So you should probably keep at least some in here. What again do you have here? Yeah, the Horrors aren't great against lizards. You know what? Maybe we'll build a couple more. Maybe this will be... Fire will have a more balanced army than anybody else. Because a lot of the others... Oh, you can't build Horrors here either. Damn. We can build a couple of you out of Global, but that... You know what? Let's build third. A third will be decent. There we go. Then we'll have a decent amount of range with 5, plus 2 more in the Flamers, which will be 7, and everything else will be infantry and cavalry and all that sort of stuff. That's as good as it's getting. In fact, it almost makes me think that might be too much, because... We'd have to replace 5 infantry units to get this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, that is way too much. Unless we take out something here like the Chaos Chariots, but they do okay. Hey, you know what? Screw you. Though the buff is then going to waste. I guess we have to lose the Fleshhounds of Khorne. I did have an idea about putting them in another army, but... We'd have to replace the Knights with them. So if these guys get replaced by Knights, then we could replace 2 with Flamers. And then that'll be it for this army. More or less. At least for now. Just as a retrofit. Could use the Chaos War Shrine, but we could put the Chaos Sorcerer on the War Shrine, or get you a Cultist later, so I think that's fine as it is. Alrighty, well that's good. We'll leave it as it is. Let's do some buildings, and let's end the turn and try to find ourselves a nice battle, like against the Orc piles here. Good here. Not so good here. Godless Crater, yeah, you're gonna need those walls. You're gonna need them soon. Land of the Dead, we will ignore you for now. Though we are getting retrofits here. Talaqua. You are getting money. You've been needing money. Okay, Devil's Backbone, we will keep you as you are for now, though in 2 turns we can delete this and all of that. Golden Pass seems fine. Lots of military buildings, we can ignore those. Aha, money. Money. The only thing that makes me excited. Let's go for... I guess it's military building time for you, but we can save the money for the next couple of turns. We don't know how much of a change we'll get in terms of our income after the retrofit, so we'll be a little bit careful with our cash right now. Although we probably do want to start upgrading the walls as well. Ah, screw it. Although, wait, this is Fortress of Dawn. What's the likelihood that this ever gets attacked? Pretty low. But I still don't want to lose it, but hold on to the rest of the cash for now. And lastly, changing of the ways. We have reveal faction intentions once more. Bloody Hands we can see, that we won't be able to see next turn. I'd like to see Cult of Sotex, but... Oh, we're about to lose Bloody Hands and Followers of Nagash. Nah, we'll keep the Bloody Hands intentions up, because we're more in a war with them than with anybody else. And we'll see Khemri. Oh, are you kidding me, Khemri? You're coming here, even though you're sharing a border with a bunch of enemy armies. Yeah, this is the anti-player bias coming in, and it's still pretty obnoxious by pretty obviously. Oh well. All right, we'll wait until these next turn. At least we're getting some nice grimoires for now. All right, skip the rest of this. Skills, yada yada. Outpost upgrade with who? Who do we have an outpost upgrade with? It could be Queek. It's not Queek. You must be in a military alliance. Yeah, that's not gonna happen unless you build this to like tier 5, buddy. No offense. Must be you. Do we just go for the next level? A little bit of help protecting Death Gorge by powering up the units there. What's the likelihood that this gets attacked? Right now, pretty low. When the dwarfs come up, considerably higher. Also, you need to keep moving. Let's send you to Sunken Cairnark, will we? Or should... Speaking of Sunken Cairnark, I'm a little bit worried about it getting attacked. Though it looks like the enemy can't reach us in this stance, it doesn't mean that they can't reach us in another stance. Alright, you know what? Don't go in March stance, just go right here. You're maybe damaged, but you should still maintain enough HP to be able to fight these guys, if it comes down to it. We'll see what they do right now. Alrighty, looks like Scarby is sieging Crooked Fang Fort, which certainly works, because we told him to do it. I want him to take the mountain territories, that'd be ideal. You want a military alliance, but I don't see any need to do so. Because, well, we can't actually get any good units out of you right now. Aranessa, what you want? War? It's war, alrighty, well that's swell. Good luck to you, Aranessa. They really should have tried to ally with us instead of declaring war together with those followers of Nagash, especially now that we're retrofitting armies, and now that our military buildings are starting to come up. And plus we can see Tzeentch shattling the minds of dwarfs. I don't see him... Ooh, okay, wait, I did want battles, and it looks like battles are approaching. Garrulus just got corrupted by Khorne, and got a lot more powerful out of it. Well, that's great for Garrulus. Now, we have to choose. Do we attack these 3 armies with Iber? Oh, lots of work battles. Or this big battle against Wurzag, and I'm more inclined to go for Wurzag because this seems like a much more fun battle. Yeah, is there any other battle potentials here? Oh, Kairos could fight Cetra. Oh, that's nice too. Damn. Oh, there's so many choices. Kairos. Let's have you siege this. But since Kairos fought the Tomb King's last episode, perhaps we stay here. Honestly, I'm kind of inclined to siege this because these are always more fun to watch when they're field battles. Because Kairos can go wild with his magic. Vindex. Oh, you can just auto-resolve this now. Maybe we should just do that rather than waste our time with this. We can certainly siege it, but honestly, it's a waste of time. Also you... Yeah, you're gonna be retrofitting for a while, buddy, so stay as you are. Ludred, you're no longer necessary. Can these guys actually attack anything with 2 units? I doubt it. I mean, I guess they could try, but I doubt it. I wonder where he's going. Either way. Ludred, goodbye. And that puts our money back up. Vindex ought to resolve this. Hurt, but whatever. And an occupied place, of course. Alrighty, Shifting Sands are now ours, and we take that at tier 4, which also allows us to build a bunch of stuff immediately. Let's go you, and delete you on Fort... Yeah, see, the thing about deleting these is that we'll want to get those back up and running eventually, so it feels like a waste of money. Of course, it would also mean not having the Grimoires for a while, or lies in the Lost Athenium. Although I suppose we could just skip out on the Cultist Enclave. Screw it, skip out on the Cultist Enclave then. Go for this and for the Lost Athenium. And in fact, wait, Khemri... I was about to say, wait, we should have skipped the gold mine, but we don't have the gold mine here. Whoa, actually I just realized if we were to get the gold mine... 1, 2, 3, there's not a lot of space to build stuff in Khemri. Anyway, I'm getting distracted as usual by everything, so let's have Garrulus attack and have a nice cinematic battle out of this, shall we? Just wanted to do one thing here, though. You have the Ruby Ring of Ruin, but I think for this battle, just in case, we can get you the Potion of Healing. We're gonna send you out to try to shoot, Wurzag. And that is obviously quite dangerous for you. You also have that Void Armor, which is kind of bad. I'm tempted to just give you a Gambler's Armor instead. There's no other armor that would be useful here, is there? No, I don't think so. I mean, Cause Terror is fine, don't get me wrong, but Ward Save 8 and 5 armor is much better than physical resistance. And everything else I think we keep. Yeah, alrighty. With this, let us attack. You don't need levels. No, you do not need levels. Go. Alrighty, Pyrrhic Victory. I like the sound of that because it means it's liable to be a good battle. Let's get to it.
The Wind Lord has shown me their destiny, and only death awaits them here.
Alrighty, here we go. Guerrilla's facing off against the orcs once again, though this time I do think we have a fair bit of an advantage. We're obviously going to start off the battle by getting the blue fires onto Wurzag, though Wurzag is going to counter with a Spirit Leech on us, or rather his River Troll Hag is going to counter, I would imagine. And I'm expecting to see some Vindictive Glares, although I haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure they'll be coming shortly. This is just going to be the way we annoy the enemy for as long as we can, and if we can kill Wurzag like this, all the better. We've certainly seen Kairos do it, but oh, there's the Vindictive Glare, and it's actually gonna go for our Furies. Damn, knocking 4 out of the sky. Not bad. I wasn't expecting that, and I also wasn't expecting the massive range that that thing has. Damn. Good job, Wurzag. It's basically artillery all on its own, because you have to be pretty damn close to use the blue fires. Nice. However, nice or not, Wurzag is now at half HP, and he looks like he's going to be taking a lot more damage than Garrulus is to those Spirit Leeches. Man, we need a little bit more spell resistance on you, don't we? Especially if we keep putting you out there to attack enemies. We'll have to consider his items, although I suppose if we get sufficient ward save that should function as well, right? And he's doing the disc spin again, trying to get the blue fires up and running. I still don't know why that happens. Where your unit spins around on the disc rather than trying to hit the enemy. Alrighty, well, it looks like said enemy has been, if not sufficiently annoyed, much more annoyed than it had begun the game with, or the battle with, as it now has been trying to send some units in, and they're going to suffer for it, of course, as pink horrors are ready to hit them, and they will have to charge through, I believe, swords and shields here, and then halberdiers on the side. Oh wait, actually no, we have no halberdiers in this army, it's just Forsaken, right. Well, that's fine. Either way, there's pink horrors gutting them down, and then there are some weird spawn and regular chaos spawn to countercharge them. It is often weird when the AI sends cavalry like this completely unsupported into the middle of your formation. I do have to wonder what exactly the AI is thinking when it sends some cav directly at you and then some cav around the sides. What exactly makes it choose which cav goes where? And why is this one completely unsupported, whereas these ones travel together? Ultimately, though, I suppose it's not that important. I also really like the setup here. We have this little hill from where we can fire our pink horrors from, although they're obviously going to get targeted by doom divers. This is a fairly nice location for them to attack from, and on top of that, we have trees here. We have a little pseudo cliff. The trees will help against the trolls and the other cav units. Should work quite well. Also, how's Wurzag looking? Pretty bad. Our lord has nearly killed him, though he is at half HP himself. Wurzag can probably only take a few more pink fires. In the meantime, our Chaos Furies that were deployed, the ones that Wurzag had sussed out with his Vindictive Glares, have finally targeted all of those damn Doom Divers. So those guys are not going to be able to be firing for too much longer, and we won't have to worry about artillery. We're going to open up a Gate of Tzeentch to summon the pink horrors in front of our battle line so that they can absorb some of the hits, while the main enemy line moves towards us. And ooh, that's not so good. You guys should be arcing. I know you could. There you go. Don't fire straight through those rocks. How dare you? And here come the River Trolls. Now, the River Trolls' leadership is surprisingly high at 70. Damn, what the heck? That's 75? That is way higher than I thought it should be. I wonder if that's normal or whether that's an AI thing, because normally trolls have pretty damn low leadership. In fact, we can compare it to the regular trolls. There, Troll 65 leadership. Yeah, okay, that's AI buffs. It's definitely AI buffs. Shouldn't they have like 40 leadership or something? It's one of the bad things about trolls, considering otherwise they'd be fairly, they'd be very good units. Oh well, not a big deal. They're going to get distracted by trying to fight our summoned units in the pink horrors here. Gonna get hit by a Searing Doom on top of it, or rather a piercing bolts of burning here. Been using way too many Searing Dooms in this particular campaign, but now Piercing Bolts of Burning and helpful against the trolls in their regeneration as well, and it looks like a lot of them decide to run out of that even as we pop a Firestorm of Tzeentch down on them as well. Of course, the enemy does still have Black Orcs here, and they're going to be fairly difficult to kill as we do lack the armor piercing needed to deal with them easily. They'll be fighting Forsaken in the woods here, and it looks like one of the units... Huh. I wonder what killed this unit of Forsaken. It's got very badly damaged. It was probably charged by those river trolls, as well as... well, it wasn't the goblins that killed it, that's for sure. Maybe they were fighting Black Orcs in addition. Alrighty, well, we've seen the pink horrors and the various magical artillery or magical bombardments go to work. Let's watch some Forsaken fight some Black Orcs, although this is definitely not a matchup that is in our favor, especially, you know, head-to-head sort of deal. Would have been much better if the Black Orcs had been fighting our Chaos Warriors, wherein the Forsaken would be able to hit them in the back. Although it looks like a few occasionally do get brought down, so we're slowly whittling away at them. Alright, and let's check back here. We're still fighting with the trolls, although we've now moved some of our Chaos Spawn to sort of counter them. And there is a unit of Black Orcs here. It's not just the Gobos. Okay, well that explains the fairly rough situation the Forsaken found themselves in. And these are Forsaken of Tzeentch, not Slaanesh, so they didn't enjoy it very much. Alrighty, very nice. Let's check back on the main portion of the battlefield. Looks like the Snotling Pump Wagon is caught by our Lord, who has now joined the fray after killing Wurzag, presumably with the continuing use of those blue fires. Looks like a couple of the enemy Savage Orc Warboy units really wanted to get at these pink horrors and decided to move through our units that were guarding the flanks here, and just to try to silence the guns, as it were, though it looks like in this case they did fail. The trolls continue to fight together with the Black Orcs, especially with their fairly massive amount of leadership, but we will continue dropping both pink and the regular red fires on top of them until they're no longer willing to fight. Very nice. Yeah, in a one-on-one, this army does fairly well. A lot better than when it's faced off with an army plus its full Waaagh, especially if it's a full Waaagh with like lava spiders or a lava Ragnarok. I don't even remember the name of the lava version of the Ragnarok. And there we go. Looks like the Black Orcs are running. We're gonna get some more fires on them and then chase them down with our Chaos Spawn. And I do believe the army has finally shattered. I think that our Forsaken probably took the brunt of the damage in this particular battle, as they were obviously faced off against Trolls and Black Orcs, neither of which they would be a particularly good matchup against. But at the end of the day, as long as we didn't lose any units, we'll just heal up, and the enemy army is done for. Lovely. Alrighty, well, we got some chasing to give, especially as several of the units like the Black Orcs are quite slow, and our Pink Horse should be able to bring them down, but there's no need to watch the chasing. And, it looks like the Forsaken are fast enough to catch at least some trolls, though at the end of the day they do get away. Yeah. I guess this army could use, in theory, some cav just to give chase to units, although I still think that this should be primarily our Forsaken and Spawn army. I suppose we could replace the Furies with Knights or with Doom Knights if we really wanted to. You know, I'll have to give that some thought. Either way, close victory considering the damage that we took to our Forsaken lines, but otherwise pretty good. Had a fun battle at that. Alright, well, not too bad. The large units remain a problem, and they were also a little bit too fast for us to chase down, but otherwise, I think that went pretty darn okay. I think we replaced these Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch, these three, with Chosen chosen with halberds. I originally got them, these ones, the sword and shield ones, because I figured, well, we'd need the shields if we're facing off against lots of ranged and enemy armies. But thus far, these guys have mostly been having trouble with armies with a lot of monsters, not so much a lot of ranged units. With ranged units, I suppose we could hit them fairly quick with piles of Forsaken, as they do run fairly quickly. And I think that's the way we do it. We'll see, though. Offer us tribute, or no, you know what, let's heal the captives, because we'll probably want to auto-resolve this army to death after this, and that'll mean damage for us here. Like so, and you hadn't defeated Garrulus, or defeated Wurzag before, so physical resistance plus 10 for you, which ain't horrible, and you got a Forbidden Rod. That's very nice. That is very nice indeed. I suppose the question will be, who will be wielding said Forbidden Rod other than Nakari? We'll have to figure that out. Now, we can always swap around a Power Stone with the Forbidden Rod, but that is, well, the Forbidden Rod's much better. Now, have you defeated Wurzag? You have not. Okay, we're gonna have to try to get you that defeat trait for him. Kairos has it, so he's fine. And, well, Vindex doesn't really care because that's not the type of army that will probably ever need it. Also, looks like these guys are willing to defend Qatar, so perhaps we will use this army in concert with Vindex's little army to attack that, but whether we do or we don't, we'll have to wait until next time, because once again, we're out of time. Calling it here, next time we attack with Iber to continue this destruction of all of these bloody hands. We will also do this right now.
For Zenith.
And there you go. And we will... I'm gonna take the money now. Not that we really need the money much. Ooh, but we got an Agent of Change out of it. Very, very nice. We'll have to figure out who that goes on, because you already have one. And I take it, Garrulus, you actually don't have one. Okay, so then we don't need the... You know what, screw the Ranger standard. Let's get that Agent of Change. Nice. I don't know why it took so long to get us these. It's been taking... I wish we had these since the start, because we need more magical items. Anyway, as I said, calling it here, more fights next time. Stay tuned for more Kairos. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.